A humanitarian aid organization, the Gift of the Givers, is providing humanitarian relief at Imizamo Yethu in Hout Bay in Cape Town, where dozens of wood and iron structures were destroyed, leaving affected families without food, shelter or even clothes.
We're standing here on the scene here at a fire in Imizamo Yethu in Hout Bay, where this recent blaze gutted dozens of structures, leaving around 100 people homeless. And these residents have now endured already quite a bleak Christmas and also quite a bleak holiday season. And this right in the middle of this festive season, where most people would be celebrating and enjoying time with their loved ones. We do know that humanitarian aid organization Gift of the Givers is on scene, providing relief to the affected residents. And joining us now, we do have Gift of the Givers from the Western Cape, Ali Sablé, to talk to us more about their operations here on the ground. Ali, thank you so much for talking to the SABC. Of course, it's, yes, another fire, and we do know that you guys are battling as well with these fires going forward, and just this period that's so busy for you. Maybe just talk to us a bit more about what happened here.
On Christmas Eve, round about midnight, we received a call from the community of Imizamo Yethu informing us that the informal settlement is on fire. The fire department is currently on site. The next morning, on Boxing Day, when our team got on site, we saw a level of destruction. And this is the same area we visited in previous disasters, where there's also previously burnt out. The community members were really frustrated, but the emotions was extremely high. We had mothers coming to our team members, just grabbing them and sobbing, informing them, they do not know where they're going to start rebuilding their lives. Many of them just received their stokvel. Many of them just received their savings for Christmas, purchasing their new school uniform, purchasing food for that period, and that has completely burnt out. They are frustrated where they're going to put a roof over their head. We immediately yesterday provided immediate humanitarian need in terms of hot meal and clean drinking water, as some of the pipes have been completely burnt out here. And today, we're extending that further humanitarian aid, sitting with community leaders till the early hours of this morning, working the exact number of people we have to assist. And with that, we have our trucks here in terms of mattresses, blankets, personal hygiene care item packs, baby care packs, and extending that hot meals 5 to 7 days. As you can see around, it's impossible for them to cook items, to cook food for their families, and we will providing that service for the next 5 to 7 days in providing a meal, and also providing them daily water, so that at least they can be comfortable, but the emotions are currently very high.
And Ali, this is quite a busy period for you as well, with several fires having occurred throughout the Western Cape. Maybe just give us a bit of a sense of some of those other blazes that you are also providing aid for.
Simultaneously, when we were busy with assessments at this fire site, we received a call from the Drakensberg municipality disaster management teams informing us there's a fire in Umbakweni. It's the second fire in 1 week that has occurred in that informal settlement. 60 people displaced there. We have a team deployed there, rendering humanitarian assistance. And then yesterday we were in Vygieskraal in Manenberg, where backyard dwellers, structures burnt out and indirectly affecting the homes and the flats where the structures was built. We are providing humanitarian aid not only to the backyard dwellers, but to those people affected because the electricity, etc. is off. And then we're still extending other humanitarian distribution in pockets of area. There was a fire in Slovo, in Milnerton on the 24th. There was a fire in Mufaleni. So our teams are deployed all over. But I have to say that it's not as busy as previous years. Around about this time, we were getting close to 21 to 40 fires over this period. We do know people have heeded that call of being more careful, being and not when a strong wind's taking that cautions of not starting a fire if it's not necessary to in terms of making meals, etc.
Ali, the combination of this hot summer weather and these strong winds that Cape Town and the Western Cape is experiencing is causing perfect conditions for these runaway fires, and they can have the potential to cause this immense damage. Just what sort of planning and preparation goes in to this kind of period for you, just in terms of battling this fire, in terms of what you guys can provide?
Over the last 7 to 10 years, over this period, we see that's when we call the fire season. That's when we experience the most fires happening in many of the informal settlements across the Western Cape. We are well stocked. We've bought out from all our suppliers here in the Western Cape. We've brought in additional resources from our warehouses in other provinces, even additional trucks, etc., to come support our teams in case the need arises. We have to deploy more than one teams in 5 or 6 locations at one time. We are in terms of prepping where our hot meals, at any given time, we can provide hot meals to 10,000 victims on a single day. We have brought in additional water, etc. And this is not the only kind of crisis we are dealing in the Western Cape. We have, as I'm speaking to you, we have the teams deployed in Zawa, Ladysmith and Knysna, delivering water to the communities there as well. But in the Western Cape, in terms of the Cape Metropole, we are quite well resourced in terms of the fire season. And I must say it's a very positive sign that there's not so many fires compared to the previous years.
And with all of this relief and all the operations that you guys conduct, it does also require lots of resources, I'm sure. And if there are people or organizations who want to perhaps contribute, what can they do and what's your maybe message to them?
They're most welcome to contact our toll-free number, 0800 786 911. We do know many of the people of this informal settlement and other informal settlements, they are quite stressed out. We're about 2 to 3 weeks away from schools opening. There's an urgent need for new school uniform and stationery, blankets, mattresses, etc. They're most welcome to contact our toll-free number. And then also we've set up a disaster drop-off center at the Cavendish Square Mall in Cape Town. So those want to contribute non-perishable food items or deliver any items, they're most welcome to drop it off. Our teams will be there 7 days a week.